FXBros.
Who that is? Ooh.
Yo.
Are you at the club?
Nah, I'm in the car, dog. I'm coming from Dallas with my mom. We on our way back to New Orleans.
All right, okay.
So she jamming a little bit.
You good.
But I can hear you.
Yeah, man. We nigga was out of commission, you heard me, for the past 2 little weeks. We was having fun, boy. If you could see me. I know you probably can't, but nigga got a little sunburn, you heard me. I ain't think black people could get sunburn on the cool. They said black don't crack, but it do burn. You heard me? But yeah, man, we back. And luckily, I ain't gonna say luckily, but them last 2 weeks was pretty decent. It wasn't as explosive as we probably thought the CPI was gonna be. I think when did that happen? That was the last week, right? CPI. What we at? CPI. Yeah, CPI was Wednesday on the 11th. And basically, the numbers came out positive. Well, they came out bullish, which was negative in a sense. But the only reason it read negative on these charts is because it was below the consensus. But even though it was still higher than the previous month. So CPI is growing. I mean, the prices for goods and the fact that we're spending, all this money on these goods is growing. So it's not necessarily a good thing unless if inflation is dropping. And if we're not seeing those signs of inflation to drop, then the Fed won't be cutting rates. And I know everybody was talking about September that they was gonna start to cut rates, and I think this week we might get the first sign of that. So I think we got some of that type of news coming out.
It was crazy to see US 30 recover so fast, bro.
After CPI?
I didn't think, yeah, man, that thing recovered so fast, man. I mean, it did over 1,000 points in one day, bro. Like Thursday, Friday, US 30 jumped up 1,000 points, bro.
Oh, I see it right here.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was
crazy, bro. And I'm looking at it like, okay, it shouldn't jump all the way up because it had resistance right here, whatever. Man, that thing shot past resistance and we're all that foolishness, man. And what's crazy is I was in the trade, but the mug jumped down. So that's what I be hating sometimes, man. That mug will reject so hard.
Yeah, because it's grabbing liquidity. And when it reject like that, it ain't doing nothing but enticing people to sell. That's why it got to do that before it go up. Like that bitch just can't
man,
go
that
up.
thing rejects so hard on me, man. I hopped out. Hop out. That mug shoots up. Same thing with gold, bro. Same thing with gold. I was in gold. I probably made like 500 on gold. I hop out that mug and I hop back in when it rejected.
Yeah.
Man, that thing started going back up, dog. And I said,
imagine when you can start buying that low, nigga. The money you gonna start seeing then.
Man,
when you understand it reject like that, but you can start buying that dip.
Yeah, and that's what I did. But see, that thing started to reject again. after I bought the dip, it rejected a little bit. It didn't even hit my stop loss, and that's what I gotta get on to. Man, that thing don't hit your stop loss, don't get out that thing, man.
Hell no. Hell no.
Because the TP, the take profit is always so much better than that stop loss that you got right there.
Facts. Facts. That's why we go for them 3-to-1s, 4-to-1s, and 5-to-1 situation.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Oh, for real. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we kind of saw the same thing, like right here, right on that Wednesday when news released, market swept this low, further filling in this whole gap range to the left on Australian dollar. Didn't break this little leg, this little bullish leg, so it wasn't really coming down just yet. But as long as we stay below this this area of rejection, this resistance area, about 67.50, and probably even over that wick. As long as we don't, pretty much right up in this trend line, because I've been having this damn flag pattern drawn. This whole been for a good little minute. I ain't gonna lie, probably the past month. And right now, I'm just trying to see how well are we gonna play into this pattern. Are we gonna trend all the way down to here and then have our final breakout period where we either go bullish or bearish, or what the case will be? But as of now, it's been kind of respecting uh, this pattern right here that is forming. It's like a, I guess you could say like a bearish flag pattern in a way. It's kind of bearish, market kind of bearish overall. But yeah, as long as we don't pass 67.50 and still reject this trend line, then that probably be another area for sale. So I would possibly think that the market is gonna continue higher, maybe, like I said, until that 67.50 for sure. I mean, yes, is it 67.50? Yeah, 67.50. Yeah.
Basically, you're looking for like rejections at that area.
Yeah. It's already started rejecting in that range overall.
Yeah, I see it.
As long as we don't get over that.
Some type of market fake out. You hear me?
Yeah.
They might do a little fake out. They might send it up there again, and then when they hit that area, I'm gonna probably pass it a little bit, and then fake out and go straight down.
Let's go past it a little bit, especially if you're looking at them Japan pairs and the US 30 and shit. That's what it's designed to do. But
Yeah.
it's reaching for that liquidity where all that they call dumb money, where everybody got these stop losses. You make it go past that certain level, then you got all the retail traders thinking you selling, just like what happened right here. When CPI came out, everybody thought it was sell, especially coming from this scenario. You got bearish, all these bearish indicators, bearish engulfing, keep going down. Then you get another drop of CPI, like, oh yeah, we going down. Bam, you get a stupid ass work rejection on pretty much every damn trading path for the most part, especially against the dollar. But yeah, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, man.
Going on? Chilling.
Another great Sunday, man. Let's get to it, man.
Yeah, bro.
Too long. 2 weeks in a row, you heard me? We still was holding it down. Right now, I know I'm still in sales for Australian dollar and the Jappy pairs. I know one of those is gonna flip. I just don't know which one.
I think the Australian dollar. I'm actually in some tester buys.
Based on these bullish engulfings down here.
Yeah, the 1 hour looks a little good too. If you want to start there and just start working your way out from there, going to the 4 hour. Yep. So you have that bullish engulfing right there. It kind of swung down and kind of tested it. And just that rejection, that wick, little doji right there. to the right.
But
Seeing if it can possibly reach and feel that or close above that big bearish engulfing that happened on the 4 hour. Yes.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, we still because of this bearish momentum, we still could be potentially going lower, just as long as we don't get like a daily close above 67.50.
True.
4 hours good, but that daily would be better, especially lining up with the.
Then I like how that daily engulfing. I like how that volume is pushing off of that.
Facts. That is true. That is
so
true.
That's another reason why I'm sitting in a tester. I've been sitting in that tester for some days now.
You know what? I kind of looking at the daily. I kind of see us even going as high as here to 60.
Exactly. So,
Before
like I said, that's just a 4 hour target. That's that first target that I was looking at on the 4 hour. But yeah, if it closes and breaks, does something like that on, like you said, the 4 hour and up, any of those time frames, then yeah, you're looking at those other areas. See, so I
weekly
really tight
coming from August.
But yeah, I do like that overall movement. This is that September month, so maybe we can see what type of catalyst from news may push it in whichever direction. So we'll check that out in the future. But yeah, I'm actually on the. I'm neutral for sure, but I'm in a bullish buy. I'm in a tester buy. I'm not heavy in it yet, but
I feel like it definitely can work, like especially to that area I was talking about, 60, 67, 60.
Yes.
I like that. And shit, even looking at the 4 hour, even as high as 67.75. As far as it wicking up to that area, I could definitely see that. If we close above that in that area, 67.75, then that's more confirmation that we're gonna have a bullish continuation back up until the high of the year, which we still haven't created yet. We haven't surpassed the old high of January 2nd. So we still can push higher and potentially tap into that, before we start to see any selling off. And like I said, what's going to make this market sell off, if we do sell off, is a bullish dollar. Go to the DXY. Yeah, we definitely would need a bullish dollar. Because we had that sell off. That was this bullish push we experiencing right now, was that sell off from DXY right there. But we just need more scenarios to create a bullish dollar. And I don't think lowering interest rates is that don't create strength for the dollar. Especially quantitative easing don't create strength for the dollar. That should make the dollar weaker, because you put more of it out there in the market, so it's less scarce, so it's weaker.
Yeah, I agree. That's true.
So I know they're talking about cutting rates and shit. I know that's gonna be good for the average person, everyday person. Being able to have cheaper money, access to loans, and all this shit and whatnot. And interest rates on houses have come down, so that's good on that accord. And typically, that money will get, from an investment standpoint, will get poured right back into the stock market and other assets like real estate, crypto, and shit. But what's going to create growth in the markets, like the stock market? Is it going to be real growth or is it going to be inflated growth? That's the that's the economic question of the night. You feel me? June next June, good and fit. But yeah, so right now, as it stands, if we do want to see any sales or if we want to see more buys, then we need to see this continuation for sales to continue lower. Probably furthermore filling these rejection wicks down here on the 4 hour, and maybe even coming down as low as here, which wouldn't be far fetched for a nice little area right here. The market could reach right here. That could be our bullish, the reason for our bullish scenario on the Australian dollar right there. Let's take a quick look at the news and see what's going to move the market this week. Because I think we got some big news coming up. We got NY Empire State Manufacturing Index 7:30 in the morning. ECB got a speech for Euro.
Have you? I never heard of that news before. I'm not familiar with that NY Empire
State Manufacturing Index.
Yes.
Based on data taken from a poll of 200 executives from companies in the manufacturing sector in the state of New York. The New York Empire State Manufacturing Index is measured. Participant reports on the change of 11 variables from the previous month, including the amount of overall company activity, new order shipments, stock personnel count, and delivery time. So I guess it's just a good way to gauge how a big city like New York is kind of holding up with their infrastructure as far as like how shit moving around, shipped around. Let's say personnel count, stocks, shipments, new orders, like yeah, whatever's going in New York, being that that's a highly dense area. There's a shitload of people live there in that small ass fucking, well, kind of small ass city. Considering ain't no room to grow shit out that bitch. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a big market move or not. I don't think. I mean, it can't be with everybody leaving the damn state. I don't see how that hold that much weight anymore. It's gonna be the damn Texas, the Dallas State Manufacturing Index. So.
That's a fact. Give it like 3.
They're gonna change this years. The Texas Empire State. Facts. Tuesday, we got retail sales, which is gonna be good. Let's go see what the hell. I like how that follows CPI because CPI shows us what we're spending, but the retail sales kind of shows one sector of what we're spending, and the percentage on that. If we going up, which based on the CPI, I would expect this number to be bullish. So I guess that's possibly gonna make the dollar go bullish. I'm not sure how that would work out, but nonetheless, we do have that going on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got Euro CPI coming out. So EJ probably gonna do numbers 4 a.m. Wednesday morning. Previously, inflation rate coming out year over year for the pound. And then Wednesday, we got building permits and the Fed interest rate decision, nigga. Previous is 5.5 consensus. Everybody's saying they're gonna drop 25 points. Well, 25 points.
Yeah, that's looks spot on. Like I don't see it unless they do some tricky shit right before, but yeah, that's what the talking been.
1 o'clock. We got that coming out. FOMC Fed press conference. So he gonna talk about, and that sounds about right. You know, you have a press conference after you just shook the world, or showing signs that we trying to come back to some sense of normalcy from the pandemic time. So you got to talk about it. Probably gonna be like, see, I told y'all I was gonna do it. Impatient fucks. Wednesday night, employment change, employment rate, unemployment rate. Same thing we get on Thursday, which is our jobless claim. We got Bank of England interest rate decision. Their consensus is 5, previous is 5. So see what they're gonna do. It's gonna be a big move for the German pound. For GJ. We got jobless claims coming out Thursday morning. Existing home sales, which I guess is going to be an indicator based on the building permits. We should, for growth and expansion, we want to see this always go up for the most part. Just because it's dropping on me, building is dropping, it just maybe mean that niggas not growing in certain cities like California is and New York. It's got a big decline on population, but we definitely want to see this number go up. And then existing home sales, we want to see if we bullish for the real estate market and it's a buyer's market and people buying homes, and we want to see this number drop. I believe so. That's the way it is. Yeah, I guess based on, let's say, the United States of 16 home sales in the United States takes place after the market is paid off. So this is just showing the existing homes that that have been or still need to be sold, I would think. A higher than expected figure should be positive and a lower. Yeah, this is only good if it's a buyer's market. Because if a higher number is bullish, I mean we got more and more and more and more houses for sale existing. If I'm reading that right, that's the only reason why that's good. So this would be good if this number is going up and the interest rate is going down. Then we got a bullish housing market, real estate market. Thursday evening, inflation rate for Japan and the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. They've been at 0.25, I think, for the last.
Wait, switch the screen.
Oh, my bad. They've been at 0.25. Shit, I think for the last 3-4 years, I want to say, if not longer. Maybe it might have been 2 years.
Damn, the inflation rate come Thursday?
Yeah.
All right.
Interest rate. Inflation rate.
Yeah.
Interest rate. They're both
Jeez.
up.
Okay. And what times are those?
At night. So 6:30 and 11 o'clock is the interest rate. Bank of Japan.
Damn. Okay, so that's a
6:30, and then they're gonna drop this way at 11. That's kind of crazy, but it makes sense though. See what our inflation rate is.
I'll have to see that Asian session might be lit Thursday. Well, ain't no white might. It will.
Nah, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, that bitch gonna be lit for sure. All day too.
Yep.
And then Friday we got GBP news, just some retail sales stuff, seeing what they're looking like in the economy as far as the retail market. And yeah. So if we look at the jacket pairs, we see more of the selling trajectory that we've been seeing since that carry trade issue in July 11th that put their market, the yen, Australian, Jappy, still in the sales trajectory. I could put this up. Let me see. I could draw this just to be kind of tedious though. Areas of interest. We're looking for buys. And just like I could wait for this, you could wait for this. But I noticed that as the market was coming down, I was like, if where are we going for? It looked like this little pocket. That was the last unfilled range, like the widest range, which we did. So trying to see how the market reacts in that area. EJ, we are already pretty much submerged past any areas of interest that we would be looking to buy from. So we could be looking at a much higher time frame type of range. We want to look for EJ, especially with the news that's coming out this week for the euro. GJ still got a nice little range to drop into. UJ is melting, basically because the US dollar is pretty much, I guess you could say, melting. But look at the confluence though. You see how UJ pretty much is underneath this most recent support, even though the US dollar is not underneath the most recent support. So they correlate, they positively correlated, but that's the potential move. Maybe a swing under this first leg might be enough for the UJ to turn around based on Japan's, interest rate decision, the yen that's gonna come out this week. Maybe we might continue seeing a sell-off from the dollar and a bullish Australian dollar. Which we kind of are projecting to happen. Especially with this the recent push from the dollar. I mean, the daily bullish engulfing and the weekly bullish engulfing. We didn't get the 4 hour just yet as far as this recent push, but who knows? We might see a little sell off in the bullish engulfing, and that might take us higher like we expected to go. And that'll all play in line with the DXY coming back down to this rejection area. Another area for buys. The market pushes higher. Australian dollar sells off. Probably rejects this trend line. Or maybe some of these ranges. And with that selling off and the dollar going higher, also sets up for the UJ to go higher. And we got a lot of levels that I haven't drawn up here yet. But sweet targets for the UJ. And if it's ready, the left side of the market is ready. Put it like that. We could keep dropping if we want to. It's cool. I ain't tripping. I'm in sales. So good for me, but the market is stupid poised, ready to go back up and fill in all this, this unevenness, make it more of an even market. Yeah, because we ain't nothing changed. I mean, when you look at the daily, I mean, of course we got this, but this this is because this ran up so much. So if you really want to look at it, if you take all this out, this is the real true structure, this right here. As long as this don't get attacked, we good. Right now, it's been rejecting these lows. So our main course of wanting to realize if we're going to turn bearish or bullish, this interest rate situation, interest rate gap we got between the yen and the euro and the Australian dollar and the pound and the US dollar. We just don't want this low to get taken out. That's the trajectory that we're looking at. And GJ, same thing. We don't want this low to get taken out. All these can get taken out because they did. They had to. It was a run up. Like I said, if you want to, just erase that shit and just start from where we left in 2023. This true market value right here. So if the market is going to continue bullish, and this was just a fake out for the banks to buy at these prices again so they can load up the boat, and bam, all we need is for the markets not to break these lows. Still in the long term, keeping this market, this bullish move, this bullish hedge on the Australian dollar, still in play for the foreseeable future. Australian Jappy, similar scenario. That one is a little bit trickier because it didn't. All those other pairs kind of settled right at the new year. This one is probably more right up in this area, which would be April of last year. So we pretty much don't want to see this low broken. We already did see this low. This would have been nice to hold, but it was just a rejection wick, I think. Yeah. So you see how we did hold right there. Body wise, we just rejected all this by a wick. And I think that was some, I forgot what news that was. August 5th that made that sell off like that. I think NFP. Some shit like that. No, that was Monday. Whatever that was on Monday. But nonetheless, we had that sell off. And the market should respect that, or nonetheless respect these lows out here. We shouldn't see break below here. And for EJ, kind of like the same thing as the GJ and the UJ. Still sitting at the December 2023, January this year, that low. Kind of want to see that respect. We already swept it here. Market came down, swept this area, and ran up higher. Same thing, swept this area along with this sweep that made the market run up. Came back and swept it again, made the market run up. So this is strong. If we still in this bullish trajectory with the interest rates, as you know, as wide as the gap is for everything against the yen, we still should see a bullish continuation for this pair against all pairs. Australian dollar, total different situation. Look how choppy that shit is compared to all these other ones. Like,
that shit like a mess.
You can see the move. You can see the move. Australian dollar, what the hell are we looking at? Look at all the multiple barcode. Like stupid choppiness. That shit crazy, right?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's why, main reason why niggas started trading the Jappy pairs, for that reason right there. Because I was like, hold up. We smashing the Australian dollar, because it's easily predictable, but this over here just going straight up. And I see why, because of the interest rate. So I'm like, nigga, we could just put a buy on this, and this gonna eat up all our losses for the Australian dollar.
Yep, that's the hedge.
And hadn't that been happening since we did that?
Yes.
Come on.
Play the other side.
Come on, man. I'm done. And Oanda better not give us the opportunity to trade gold, because it would have been a whole nother ball game, a whole another situation going on.
That's a fact.
But yeah, man, overall, like what Jay said earlier, and I think even School had brought this up, especially with him catching buys last week off of CPI, off of gold and US 30. I think we go push higher. Definitely gonna see a bullish push high, maybe early in the week, who knows? But I'm expecting, I would like, because I'm in sales, I would like for the market to reject these highs. Even if it go up to 67.75, I don't mind. Even a wick rejection up there, that's cool. I ain't tripping. But just don't settle up here and then continue higher. Because I mean, I ain't gonna say just don't, but if you do, then of course I'm gonna change my bias to bullish and get in buys. It's great to be in buys right here if this scenario works out, which I know is probably at least gonna hit up to this area. So in hindsight, this scenario did work out. But this head and shoulders pattern, this bearish pattern that we see right here on the 4-hour and probably on the daily, this bullish move, in my opinion, is just a setup to add into more sales for this setup.
I see that. Yeah, I feel you on that.
On sale, on buys just yet. And the reason why is because at this point right here, this key level that pushed us high into this area. If we went into buys, this would have never got taken out. This move right here and this move right here would have settled here. Maybe a sweep of this low, and then we would have continued high. None of this would have happened. So that's how I look at that. And plus, we got some nice clean traffic to the left. We can still continue to fulfill if we want to. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a nice little bullish push. Them buys probably will work out for you. Probably be able to add into something higher, and we're gonna be looking overall on the high. I was saying that 25 pip range with 67.50 to 67.75 can do. And that's all I got. I think that's what we should be looking for. We got crazy news coming out Wednesday. So is that Wednesday? I think that's Wednesday. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. Shit, retail sales on Tuesday. So we got some nice. I want to see what that New York Empire State Manufacturing does, but I think it's gonna do shit. I mean, the damn negative. The number is negative right now. So that kind of shows you what that's like. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I think it's time to wrap this bitch up. You heard me? It's overall, let's keep in touch on the Telegram and shit like we've been doing. That shit been helping out. I don't know about what y'all, but it been helping out.
1,000. Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah, that should be posting trades or our ideas and shit like that. That really helps. Get all the clutter out of your own head when you see other people.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I call an AU buy from like that bottom support area, but I was in other trades like gold and stuff, so I couldn't get in it. But
what area are you talking about?
Huh?
What buy are you talking about?
Oh, I got it. I mean, I seen the AU buy from like that bottom support last week. Sometime last week, I just seen it. Yeah, and I seen that thing, and I said, man, it's a good time to buy that thing. Going back to the resistance. Sure enough, man, I watched that mug climb all the way to the resistance. I said, boy, even though I was in the mother market, when you sure about a move, man, just get in it anyway and just put a little small or something in there. Yep. And just let it run, man, because, I mean, I seen that thing from that bottom. So what you're saying, yeah, you got to communicate because, you never know. You never know what everybody else sees. You might see the same thing.
That's the same bullish move it did on the US 30.
Yeah.
Like all markets did that.
Yeah. That was crazy. That US 30 bullish move was crazy, though. That one was a little bit more unexpected. I didn't think it was going to like just take off the way it did and go all the way back to the high, man.
Right.
In 1 week. In 1 week, bro. Over 1,000 points in 1 week, man.
That it be moving like that. It's like the Jappy, like the Jappy will move 600-700 pips or points in a week, like
Easy.
yeah, it kind of crazy.
I definitely let y'all know though what I see this week on that thing. If I see something nice, like I said last week, that was just it was too easy. That was the easiest call this week that I seen besides gold.
Yeah.
The AU move and gold, them two was the easiest moves, man.
Right.
No one moving like them.
Big fact.
Yeah, I would just say mainly for this week, be careful for that high volatile news. But other than that, then yeah, as far as like all those setups, I will wait till all that shit settles. Especially those news that come out. You shouldn't be trading that what's that? The interest rate that comes out at like 1, 2 o'clock. You shouldn't even be looking at the charts around that time. So wait till that die down. But it'll be multiple times to get in a move. As far as like on a retest, whether the news queued up in one direction or not, it's always going to retest itself. So yeah, I think we'll be straight. Yeah, just like you said, as long as you communicate, like I said, that shit helps. Like Six said, man, it get it out your mind. You can bounce ideas off of each other, and sometimes it gets me out of certain positions. When I'm in something, I'm like, well, if they not all in a line with it, maybe I'm kind of off, you know. And it could be a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's good, just like you said. If you know you got something, stick with it, ride it out. You know, put your
most definitely.
Test it out if you need to, and just scale into it. Most of those trades, when you iffy about, is probably a swing trade that you're looking at. So you gonna have to go in on a tester and then scale into it as it go up, and you'll be gravy, man.
And if you swinging, it's most likely gonna retest real hard on you, come close to your entry, and then hit your take profit.
Yep.
So that's what happens a lot to me.
Yep, and that's when you go heavy on that second time. When every testing is going to your entry, yep.
Yeah. Go heavy, just hop back in. When it come back to entry, but it doesn't hit it, or it come back and don't hit the stop loss, and it starts to go back into your direction. I mean, it didn't hit your stop loss, add position.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know?
As long as the bias ain't changed, you can still go with that, you know, that bullish move.
Yes, sir. Especially if you didn't take profit. If you did take profit, add position anyway. That's, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like I took profit. It came back to my entry. Let's do it again. Let's see if it's gonna go again. Because gold did it like 3 times last week.
Yeah, it'll do that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, gold is just a trendy. So it's just like, yeah, it just go move in one direction.
What you trading gold on?
I'm on sway markets. You can trade it on sway markets. You can go to KOT Forex, whatever. I can send a little link in if y'all need one.
Nah, them niggas. No, it was Qcoin. I got an email from Qcoin, that crypto broker.
Huh?
That crypto broker from overseas called Qcoin. Them niggas that sent me an email. Even though I done took all my money out, but it was like, yeah, we like nobody from America could be on this bitch, nigga. We took all your trading options off. The only option you got is withdrawal. And after December 17th, you better take your money out. So turn your account off. Like that bitch.
I mean, at least they told you. They gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, fact. Yeah. At least they told you. Because some people, they'll just take your damn money and lock your shit up and you won't get nothing back. Oh, fraud.
I mean, I never seen that happen too much. I like, even with Hugo's way, when everything was shut down, like they was letting us know, hey man, we about to transfer over into a new platform. That's your warning right there. We transferring over to a new platform. Time to get my money up out of there.
Nah, yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Because if you don't, when they say they transfer, you know, they tell you something. And if you don't get your money out, then that's your fault. You
No,
know? And that happened to a lot of people. Didn't get their money out of Hugo's way. But I had an email like 7 months before they did the transfer that let me know.
yep.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be doing the transfer.
That's when they were
You know,
transferring the trade locker.
Nah, they did. So they're doing their own little platform. They
Okay.
got their own little thing going right now. KOT Forex is with Trade Locker though. And I mean, I fool with them too. They cool.
Yeah, I'm straight Oanda now. Yeah, man. I guess we go tap in, man. We go see what this week brings for sure. Like I said, we go chop it up in the Telegram, make sure everybody good, and just post what you see in the markets, you heard me? Type shit. But we're gonna monitor these news releases because that's what's gonna push the market. I think our next biggest one probably won't be till Wednesday, but I think Tuesday might give us some push for the retail sales. That's gonna be a big news indicator and shit. So we'll see what it do. But other than that, man, we probably gonna wrap this whole up. You heard me? We back in alignment.
For sure.
We about to embark on this last full quarter. So let's get this money, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna let y'all know, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. My mindset with the market's been crazy right now. Like, I don't give a damn what pair I'm on. I'm making money. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that matters.
So, and what I realized, bro, you get on that 8-hour chart, man. You get on that 8-hour chart, find your entry on the hour chart. You look for a setup on the 8-hour chart. You find your entry on the hour chart. And you hold that mug until the hour chart or the 8-hour chart. I like to hold until the 8-hour chart hit a high and reject.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm entering, I'm looking for a setup off the 8-hour chart. It didn't hit an 8-hour stop loss. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you just hold that mug until either it hit an 8-hour stop loss, which means if it hit an 8-hour stop loss, it's usually a turnaround in the market.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's a complete trend turn.
Right.
And that's what I'm looking for. If it's not a complete trend turn, I'm going to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it until you get that 8-hour stop. I mean, unless you're just going completely big, you know, which makes no sense to me. You know, I mean, I feel like you should take your time with the market. If anything, start small and then, scale in.
Yeah, and be about like even externally growing your capital, like throwing money in your account.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. And I mean, even with scaling in, man, I was scaling in with gold this week, and that's how I hit. But I mean, I'm telling you, bro, you scale in, man. As long as that market is doing what it's supposed to do, add another position. That thing should continue going. It reject on your original position, right? And then it get close to your stop loss, but it don't hit it, and it continue to go back, but it starts to go back in your direction. If it give you that green hour, but it went close to your stop, but it give you that green hour, add. See what happens. A lot of times it's not gonna come back. If it wicked against that rejection.
You an 8-hour trend.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Get back in that thing. Even if it does hit your stop loss, but it starts to go back in that direction. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta just learn where your stop loss is supposed to be at. And usually it should be under a demand level, an 8-hour demand level. See what I'm saying? It should have made a demand area. And if you see that demand area, it usually comes back to that demand area. If you did get in, trying to catch it like a bullish market or whatever the market is, it's going to come back to that demand and supply area. And then it's going to go back in your direction. So if you got in a little early, wait it through. If it didn't hit that stop loss, hold it out. That's something I'm learning. That's my biggest thing for everybody that's listening. That stop loss, man, that stop loss is crazy. If it doesn't hit your stop loss, hold that thing.
Yeah,
hold that thing. Do not touch it because you have a stop loss where it's at for a reason.
Getting your trades as close to the bottom as you want. That way, when it does come to your stop loss, you won't be in too much emotional, stress.
Right. And that's why I say start small too as well. You want to start small. Like what me and my homeboy do is we do. I think I told you about this last live, one of them last ones. We do 25. I think we do 0.02 per $25 you have in your account. So you don't want to do a 0.02. You know what I'm saying? Say you have. I mean, it depends on what broker you with as well, because it scales differently. But right now I'm in sway market. I do a 0.02 per 500. See what I'm saying? So if I got $1,000 in there, I'm only doing a 0.04, but I scale the 0.0. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. That's money management. Yeah, that's money management when you're doing like that, scaling in like that. Yeah, I'm on this bit.
Hey, y'all can hear me. Yeah, that thing going scale in. What they scale in as you can, and then just let them fly all the way to you, take profit all the way to the next low.
Right.
It depends on what the trend is and however you like to follow the market. But for sure. That's
right.
my little 2 cents, man. Follow the trend and put your stop loss at the 8-hour, below the 8-hour demand of the 8-hour supply, and just follow that mug. It's gonna go. It's an 8-hour. The 8-hour is very, 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 very strong. I mean, if you learn how to speak the language, that 8-hour is a strong indicator for the language of the market.
Right. I mean, I simply like it because only 3 of them could, all you need is 3 of them to consist of what the day did. So it's a good little breakdown of what the day did. Yeah, man.
So that's all I'm gonna say. Unless we talk about that market, I was crypto is like people been telling me a little iffy. US 30 and man.
Right.
Oh, one more thing. Go look into stock. Have y'all ever heard of Last Shot? It's worth a fraction of a penny right now, man. My uncle was putting me on it. And he was saying for the Super Bowl, it's gonna be a huge it's gonna be a lot of attraction for it. Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of traction for this stock called Last Shot. Is the symbol is EQLB. It's worth 0.0015 right now. But it's gonna be like in Super Bowl commercials and whatnot. So be looking for that, man. I mean, I would get in now if you can. Like everybody talking about it. I'm hearing real word of mouth about it, and that usually when that was like when I heard about Shiba Inu, and that mug went up 1,000%. So when I hear stuff like this, I don't take it lightly. It's a drink. It's a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Last Shot. Look into it, man. Look into it. EQLB is the symbol. And I mean, maybe next week we can talk about it. But
you say EQL?
EQLB. My uncle just told me about it this weekend. So look into it, and I did a little bit of research. It looked real nice, man. It looked good. I think it's a shoe in.
Last Shot, non-alcoholic hydration drink. by EQ Energy Drink Incorporated.
Supposedly though, for the Super Bowl, he got a little insider. He was saying for the Super Bowl they're gonna be doing a lot of commercials for it, and you know that mug get some traction. You know,
That bitch
just
is
even commercials, Super Bowl commercials.
150% year to date.
You understand me?
Yeah, I
I
hear you
seen
loud
that.
and clear. I
I
hear you
seen that.
loud and clear. That's fire.
So imagine for the Super Bowl though,
Yeah, if
when
they
you
got
getting them
something to do with that,
commercials,
yeah, that's a
they
no-brainer.
gon' they gonna cut up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. If you got a little bit of change, fool with it, man. I'm giving y'all some real game right here. This some real early trader knowledge right here.
Them niggas real young, buddy. $3 million
Yeah,
market cap. Nigga, that is like some Shiba Inu shit.
I'm telling you, bro. Some Sheeb Inu right there, bro. This is the next little big push. When you hear stuff like this, I don't take it lightly, man, because what I seen Sheba do, and I only had $40 in there, and that mother turned to 400. So, you know, when your money do 1,000% like that, you know, and when it's just word of mouth stuff like that, I don't take it lightly. This was just word of mouth. So, but when you do the research and you can hear it, okay, it's gonna be in Super Bowl commercials and stuff like that, and it's only worth 0.0015 right now, not even a penny. Oh man, this is where you want to be at. This is huge. This is what people turn 10,000 to 100,000.
Nah,
See what I'm saying? So I
dead
mean, you know, that's it. That's it for me from right there though. That, I'm telling you, go look into it, big dog.
I got it up right now on the screen. I'm man, we gonna look into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we gonna wrap this up, but we gonna keep in touch on the Telegram and see where everybody at. Yeah.
For sure.
Be safe
For
on there.
sure, for sure. No doubt, big dog. Appreciate it. And y'all stay safe out there.
All right, you already know.
All right, family, peace, man. Y'all be good, bro. Y'all already know. Let's run it up again.
Most definitely one.
Keep us going.
Keep us going.
Nah, but all right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.